Hello guys, this is Radio69501. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to display a comic book that it was published back in 1992, and it is Ghost Rider and Blade's Spirit of Vengeance issue number 6. Look at the cover. Look how awesome it is. Then I'm going to put it upside down. Check that out so that way you can see Venom. It doesn't, every time I see this cover, it reminds me one of the movies of Aliens. I think it's movie 2 or movie 3, that when the aliens start to run, chasing the people, they start running on the walls and then on the roof. That's what it reminds me of every time I see it. And I'm going to show you some pages on the inside. And this was done by Adam Kubert. Look at that. Let's see. Check this out. And this one here. Nice, huh? So I'm going to put it here. Oh, I took them out of the bag because of the glare. So on this video I'm going to be talking about Animal Man issue 1 to 8. Yeah, to issue number 8. I already read the first trade and the next 2 issues. What I can say about Animal Man. The story is so good. It's so good. You don't get bored at all. Even when you are reading few pages that only deals between Animal Man and his wife and his kids, the normal family problems, non-superhero family problems. Well, he has to deal with his wife, with his daughter, with his son that is kind of like a spoiled pain in the ass. He even has to deal with his mother-in-law. Oh, believe me, with the mother-in-law that he has, I wish I would already throw her to the rock. It's kind of mean, but I don't know what it's about mother-in-law. I mean, I don't know. It's just that they should be against the law or something. I'm sorry. So basically, the whole story goes that he's getting like this kind of like visions and stuff about the rock, because this universe between Animal Man and Swamp Thing is kind of like divided in 3. You got the green, you got the red, and you got the rock. Now the green is everything that is vegetable, like grass, trees, flowers, everything that has to deal, that grows from the earth, everything that has to do with forest, trees, like I said, flowers, trees, grass, all that. And then we got the red. The red has to do everything that has blood in it, all kind of animals that is alive, that needs blood. That's what the red is all about. And the rock is that everything that dies gets to get rot. So that's what the rot is all about. That's it. So he's running because he's getting this vision about the rot and everything, and also by half of this first trade, just you get to see a little bit of backstory of him, and a lot of strange things is happening that people turn into kind of like monsters, and it is that, well, is the rot wants to take over of the earth. So here, to give you an idea of what the red is all about, this is one of the visions that he's having, as you can see here. And he ended up having like a tattoo, you see here on the cover, on his body, which that tattoo, well, what he thinks is a tattoo is not a tattoo. Actually, it's a map that he have to go with his family to reach his destiny, which is I think it's the tree of life. I believe so. Forgot. It just, this story has so many names. Let's see. Okay, give me a second here. Okay. They have to go to the old tree, which I believe is the tree of life. So by issue number 2, you get to see some development with his daughter, because he has 2 kids, and a boy and a girl. So far, the other one, his daughter, his 4-year-old daughter, is the other one that so far that manifests her powers, which she's more powerful than her father. So his wife, well, struggling, being married to a superhero, she's kind of saying like, I wish I would never marry a superhero, or this is the last time I'm going to marry a superhero. Normal family problems between husband and wife, father and sons, mother and sons. They're also mother-in-law in it. In here, you get to see that she manifests her power, where she got the power to bring dead animals back to life. It can be half-away rot, or it can be a skeleton. And she can talk to living things. So once that the story starts, that's about issue number 2, the journey starts. Basically, to make the long story short, this is the journey of a family, of a superhero with his family, to reach to the old tree, to avoid the future war between the green, the red, and the rot, because the rot wants to take over the world by killing the green and the red. And you get to see that her daughter, she's more powerful than her father. I haven't seen yet any development, any manifest with his son at all. And the story is so good. I mean, I have to say, if you like gory things, you like to see gore, like guts, rock people, or rock animals walking around, well, this is for you. And the thing is that you don't get bored at all. If you're thinking about reading Animal Man, you should get the trade, because it reads so good on trade that in that individual issues. Oh, believe me, it reads so well. I mean, you don't get bored. I mean, once that you start, you don't know when to stop. I mean, you will eventually stop once you get to the last page, and then you end up like, okay, I want more. And I read this in one day, in a few hours, and then I read this one, issue 7, issue 8. I can't wait to have issue 9 and 10. I just can't wait, because it's so good. You don't get bored, like I said before. You don't get bored. There's a lot of blood in it, a lot of action. Maybe you might find the story in some chapter kind of like slow, kind of like, but overall you are not gonna get bored. And I'm not gonna tell you too much about it. Like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna give away too much, because although this is already started, but maybe some of you that you are not reading, so I don't want to spoil. And also you get to see, eventually there is going to be a crossover between Animal Man and Swamp Thing. If you're going to read Animal Man, you're going to buy it in trade, get the trade of Swamp Thing. Believe me. Even though that you might think, oh, Swamp Thing, why I want to buy a comic book about Swamp Thing? Because once that you read it, the Swamp Thing and Animal Man, somehow, directly or indirectly, they are connected to one another, because Animal Man is the representation of red, and Swamp Thing is the representation of green. And like I said on the beginning of the video, the red is everything that is alive, that has blood, and green, everything that is vegetable, plants, trees, everything. And the rot, well, everything that dies eventually will rot. That's what the rot is all about. So it's the struggle of a superhero with his family, running away because they've been chased by the rot. But actually they're not chasing him, they're chasing her daughter, because her daughter is the key of the rot. If the rot can control her daughter, oh, believe me, it's going to be easy. So eventually, from the beginning, you are thinking that, what's the point of Animal Man? I mean, it's not the point. About halfway of this trade, you get to find out that I forgot the name of it, that his job from the beginning is to protect her daughter. That's it. Because her daughter, her 4-year-old daughter, is the key to prevent that the rot can conquer Earth. Just like a typical bad guys on comic books. They all wanna take over the world. And like I said before, you're not gonna get bored at all. You're gonna like it. And once you start reading it, you never know when to stop. You know, once you get to the last page, bro, you end up like, I want more. And guys, friends, if you're not reading Animal Man, get the trade. You are not gonna regret it. And once you finish reading this one, read Swamp Thing. because there is going to be a major crossover between Something and Animal Man. They're gonna team up together, excuse me, to fight against The Rock, which I believe that maybe in that crossover, because it's going to be a major war, maybe we get to see some of the superheroes joining the fight. I don't know. I hope so. It would be nice. So I'm not going to tell you the end of this issue number 8. I'm not going to tell you. And you're going to see her daughter's power. Well, what I'm going to tell you is that, I don't know if I should tell you or not, because once that you read it, you're going to go like, whoa. No, I'm not going to spoil it. Nah, I'm not going to spoil it. What her daughter's power is all about. I mean, what is her daughter's power? I'm not going to tell you. Even though that I'm dying to tell you. But no, if I tell you, I'm going to spoil a whole book, because she's the main thing of the whole story and why her daughter is the way she is. Yep. Well guys, I hope that you like this video. Like I say, I'm not gonna give anything away. I don't want to spoil it to anybody. But if you have a chance to read it, if you're not reading it, and you are kind of like curious about reading Animal Man, even though that the title might not say, maybe the title might not get your attention, because Animal Man, what the hell is that? Believe me, once that you read it, you're going to change your mind. Oh yeah. So this is it guys. I hope that you like the video. Before I finish, I'm going to start reading no, this was back in 1996. I'm gonna read today, or when I can. This was like a kind of like a crossover, but not, yes, that will go almost in all the titles, but the main story is here, and it's Final Night. Here's part 1, part 2, part 3. This is a one shot. This is the chapter that is between part 3 and part 4, and here's the last chapter. So I'm gonna read it again, because I haven't read it since 1996. So I'm gonna read it this week, because I don't remember what it's about. I know that has something to do with the Sun Eater, but why he came or how they avoid. So you got almost all the DC Universe here, which is kind of cool, and the art is nice. Check out the art. So I'm gonna read this, and maybe I'm gonna make a video about it, what this is all about, let you know. I don't know if I'm gonna review all at once, or maybe issue by issue. I don't know. I haven't figured out yet, but we'll see. I like this cover. This is a nice cover. Parallax. Look at that. Well guys, I hope that you like the video. Till next time. Bye.